Hi there, Tiffany here with Years of Years, and it's another This Day in Disney. Today is May 4th, and may the 4th be with you. Today's an exciting day, and first off we're going to talk about some Disneyland history. In 1977, Space Mountain opened to guests, with the official grand opening on May 27th. So the ride was based on concepts by John Hench and designed by Bill Watkins. The Magic Kingdom Space Mountain had already opened back in 1975. So this was the second version, and Brad and I sat down and watched some POVs of the Disneyland Space Mountain, and I will quote Brad. He said, "There's no comparison. Disneyland's is better." So Walt Disney had already come up with ideas and concepts for a thrilling ride in Tomorrowland. It got put aside, Space Mountain got put aside in 1966 when he passed away. But Walt Disney was quoted as saying that rides had a place, or thrilling rides had a place in his park. And I wholeheartedly agree. I love thrill rides. So I'm really glad he felt that way. I enjoy the rides that Disney Imagineer has come up with. Next up, in 2000, on May 4th, Pixar Animation Studios announced that Brad Bird would be joining the company. So at the time, he had already worked on animation for The Fox and the Hound, The Black Cauldron, and he did the screenplay for Batteries Not Included. He also was a creative consultant for The Simpsons, which, as we all know, The Simpsons is on Disney Plus now. He directed his first film, which was The Iron Giant, and that's where we knew him from originally, because our family, we loved The Iron Giant, and I do think it's considered a classic. It didn't do that well in the box office, but lots of people love it and refer to it well now, and we really loved it. So once he went over, or I guess back to Disney, really, to Pixar, the first movie he developed was The Incredibles. So that was his second film, and then his third film was Ratatouille. I love that film so much, and I can't wait for the ride this summer. Hopefully still this summer. We'll see how that all works out, but I'm excited for getting to ride Ratatouille. When he was 11 years old, he went on a tour to the Walt Disney Studios, and he met Frank Thomas and Ollie Johnson. To refer to Disney Plus again, but you've got to go check out the Frank and Ollie story on there and get a real good idea of what they were like. Great animators at the Disney Studios. So he met them, and he said or announced that someday he was going to be an animator, and went home and started working immediately on his own 15-minute animated short. And Disney was actually impressed with him. He became mentored by animator Milt Kahl, who was one of Disney's 9 old men. So then later, after high school, he was actually awarded a scholarship by Disney to attend Cal Arts. So I just think that's an amazing story. There's a lot of kids out there who want to be animators, who want to be Imagineers, and many other things in life that may have nothing to do with Disney. And you know, if you have a passion for something, you have to do it. You have to work hard. If you love doing it and you can't stop working on the things that you love because you love it so much, that might be the thing that you're really good at. So keep it up and don't stop. That's at least what I tell my kids. There's just things in life we love to do. So next up is the big one for today. In 2001, for 4 consecutive weekends at Disney's MGM Studios, host Star Wars weekends. So this was a very exciting time, and lots of people really enjoyed Star Wars weekends. They began actually in 1997, but didn't come back until 2000, and kind of they weren't consecutive every year. You got to see the cast and crew from the Star Wars films, and they made feature appearances. Disney characters also appeared dressed up as Star Wars characters. So you had Jedi Mickey, Minnie as Leia, Donald as a stormtrooper, and Goofy as Darth Vader. So cute. And then all the attractions they offered were really cool. Some of them we're aware of and they still offer, some of them not. So they had the Star Wars Parade, which was really cool and well done. And then the Snig and Oopla's Hyperspace Hoopla. Okay, so this was a dance-off featuring Star Wars characters. And we were checking out videos of that today. It was pretty cool. It was a lot of fun, I think. I'm sure this was a fan favorite to view this dance-off. So go watch it. There's lots of videos on YouTube you can watch of the dance-offs from the different years. So I would really encourage you to check that out. And then also Obi-Wan and Beyond. James Arnold Taylor demonstrates nearly 150 voices that he provides for famous Hollywood stars when they're not available for projects. So that must have been really interesting to hear all his different voices. This was fun too. Carbon Freeze Me. You can have your face scanned and reproduced in a prism of carbonite. And then of course, it was available for you to purchase afterwards. So I think that's pretty great. I was checking out the guest appearances and there was a ton of cool Star Wars characters who came. So R2-D2, Kenny Baker, Jar Jar Binks, Hondo Ohnaka, Jim Cummings, C-3PO, Anthony Daniels, Wicket, Warwick the Ewok. Got my Ewok shirt on, and that's Warwick Davis, who I really thought I was going to get to see last year at the Candlelight Procession, but then he was taken off the list, so maybe in the future I'll get to see Warwick Davis at Disney. That would be awesome. Carrie Fisher, Princess Leia, Luke Skywalker, of course, Mark Hamill, and there's some cool video of that. Boba Fett, Daniel Logan, George Lucas. That's awesome. Chewbacca, Peter Mayhew, we talked about him the other day too, so he was there. Yoda, so Frank Oz, that's pretty cool. David Prowse, Darth Vader, and the list just goes on. So there's lots of videos on YouTube for Star Wars weekends, and I would really encourage you to go check all of that out. A lot of the things are part of, you know, Hollywood Studios now, and of course we have Galaxy's Edge, and we get to go do all just be in Batuu, be on another planet right there, and it's exciting to go and be at Hollywood Studios with those rides and everything going on, and I'm looking forward to getting back there. But that's it for today, and I hope you have an amazing May 4th. Go do some awesome Star Wars things, especially go watch A Rise of a Skywalker if you want. It's going to be on Disney Plus today, so that'll be awesome too. So enjoy your May 4th.